Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this. This is like my 5th time attempting to do this. The last time it actually went for a minute and a half, the webcam software, before suddenly having a huge lag spike and it just froze like this for like 10 seconds. I'm not going to try and save that, and so I stopped recording. But I got bit. Boogle, the little female rescue hamster that I have, she gave me a bite because she bites. And I don't think she bites maliciously. I grab her again, but I put her back in there, and then the lag spike, and I don't want to get bit again. So she doesn't bite maliciously. I think hamsters experience the world through their mouths, noses, and tongues, and so they bite. They nibble on things to see how things react, what they taste like, what they act like, what happens, to see if it's safe, to see if they can eat it, to see all sorts of things. That's what she does, except she bites hard when she's exploring. So, getting bit and bleeding, yeah, I can understand why they gave her up as a rescue. I wish I wasn't bit. But that's Boogle, so I think I'm going to have to take her out of rotation, put her onto the side, and then just let her stay off to the side and go, hey, yay, because if she bites me many more times, it's no fun. Not bleeding badly. In fact, it was just skin ripped off and blood on there, but no extra blood, so she didn't destroy my flesh or anything. But it was a bite, and it hurt, and so, yay. Gotta wear that for a while. I hate having band-aids on my fingers. Because, your proprioception, you know where your body is, you know where your edge of your body is, but you don't feel band-aids that go out like another couple millimeters, and so you're always banging and scraping and catching band-aids on things. Very irritating. Anyway, though, it is 7:02 a.m. It is Friday, the 22nd of December. 2 more days and it becomes New Year's. Christmas Eve day, and then another day, Christmas Day. I don't know what's going to happen with me. I don't really have anywhere to go. I haven't been in contact with my brother-in-law. I haven't heard anything from my kids for ages, so who knows what's going to happen. I'm probably going to be here and alone all by my little lonesome. Thumbs up. Yesterday, talking to the therapist, we actually spent most of the time trying to find a place for me to be able to move to. And he told me and got me a number for the disabled American veterans. Because he told me, when I was telling him about the situation here, where it's, if I spend any money and they see me spending any money, even if I buy, just like a soda, I get shamed for spending my money. They bought a Christmas tree, they buy stuff all the time, they spend money, they get packages in the mail coming to the house, and, they spend money, and that's great. But if I buy a soda or anything at all, I get shamed for spending my money on me. So I told them about that, and I told them about the car, and, how they have family and friends come into the house. But the one time I had a family member come in, my nephew by marriage, he came in and helped carry my computer up the stairs for me, so because I can barely carry things. With my back injuries and such, it really hurts to lift stuff. And so he brought my computer upstairs. The shaming went on for days because I dared to bring in one of my family members into the house. So they can do lots of stuff, and if I do it, I get shamed for it. And so telling him about especially the monetary situation, I'm like almost minus 400 in my checking account right now. So when my $1,200 disability shows up next month, there's only going to be about $800 available. And then the government is taking out up to $350, which means I'm going to get a disability of about $300 in January to pay my $1,000 in rent, which means I'm going to be unable to pay the rent, and I'm going to be like minus 500, which means when I go to pay the Comcast, because I get a check that I have to deposit into my account, at which point, because I'm negative, it'll go whoa and be eaten. So I'll be negative and have no money to pay my Comcast bill. So I have no money for rent, no money for the Comcast bill. I have no money next month, and I don't know what I'm going to do. If you could help, that would be so good. If you could check out my GoFundMe campaign down below or my Patreon.com. If you could donate or such. I honestly don't know what's going to happen next month. I could go dark in just a few days if I can't get any help or more. I got to talk to a whole bunch of people to see what we can do. But he was looking up appointments, apartments, and places that I could move to, because he said with everything that I've told him with the situation living here, said if I was just 10 years older, he would immediately have called social services, some form of law enforcement, because it's at the very least financial abuse as well as social isolation and more. Abuse of the vulnerable. So I can't, much as I love staying here, I love this house, I can't keep doing it the way I'm doing it. As it is, I self-medicated as an alcoholic for 23 plus years. When my wife died, well, a week before she died, I started to feel too much and I started drinking a couple of cans of beer a day. And after she died, I drank for 4 months so that I wouldn't feel. During that time, I retained a lot of fluid because my systems were starting to fail. So I retained like 30 pounds worth of water. I feel the urge to self-medicate so hard right now because my living situation is becoming intolerable. I have not had any money for a year. I have been negative in my checking account each and every month. I pay my rent, I pay for my storage unit, boom, there's the rest of my money, it's all gone. But my bills aren't done yet, and so ba-boom, 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 till I'm like minus 300, minus 400. It has been because of you all that I've been able to keep this thing floating as long as I can. But I can't. Now, with this situation going on for next month, I don't have the money, so I don't know what's going to happen, and I have felt the urge to self-medicate just to escape so hard. So hard. I know it'll kill me, but I'm only human. And boy, I was told before how I felt just like I was being smashed, just crushed into a tighter and tighter area because of the whole monetary situation. It has reached the point where I'm ready to start self-medicating again just to escape the feelings that I'm having, which will kill me. So yay! I'm an alcoholic. I can't there is no social drinking for me. I mean, it's going to end in tears. So I've got to call the disabled American veteran people, see if they can help, see if they can find a way that I won't just go homeless. I got to contact my parents to see if there's anything they can do, but I doubt it. They don't have much money, and my mother just had surgery for lung cancer. They removed 2 of her 3 left lobes on her lung. So it's bad, and if you could help, that would be really, really good. Please. But that's not going to help with the fact that I am feeling the urge to medicate just to get away from everything that I am experiencing. And that's bad. I don't have enough cannabis for pain control because I don't have any money. I go negative each and every check. And when I said this, I talked to the therapist and I said, I cannot drive into their heads how unfair this is. I pay 3 times what they pay and I go negative several $100s while they buy things. And he said, well, why should they? They got a good thing going. You pay the rent, you struggle financially, they have money. Why on earth would they want to change the situation? They're flying high. So yay. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. Yesterday, I slept most of the day. Oh my God, when I got back from the holy smokes. Well, the webcam software, I have no idea how well it was doing. I've even got the task manager over to the side to see if there was anything really happening going on. But all of a sudden it was just, the webcam was only showing me a series of still shots instead of motion. It was just all these still shots. I was like, holy smoke. So I have no ideas where and when it ended. And I'm really pissed off about that now because, I tried to do it 20 minutes. Now I have to try and figure out. It was 9 minutes and change when it started stuttering. So that means I've got like 11 minutes on this one. But that means about 6 minutes then. I've got to start thanking people. I don't know what's wrong with my system. The Windows 10 is wonky. My system is wonky. Like I said, I got the task manager open so I can see what's going on. And even though Chrome with like 4 tabs open is eating 2 gigabytes of RAM, and Opera with 3 tabs open is using 2 gigabytes of RAM. I used to be able to, 10 years ago, I had Firefox, and I could have 100 tabs open. And you know how well that worked? Real good. Real good. It used up a lot of RAM, but that was back in the days when, you didn't have a ton. And they worked great. Now I've got 32 gigabytes of RAM. And Chrome, it acts like a wallowing pig if you have more than 1 tab open. Opera, it's a wallowing pig if you have more than 1 tab open. Firefox, it's a wallowing pig if you have more than 1 tab open. What? Why? What happened to the programming? Why? Come on, guys. It shouldn't be eating up all my system resources on a 4 computer core, 8 graphical core, hyper-threading, 32 gigabytes of RAM system. It shouldn't be wallowing like a fat pig, but it is. And they always do. I hate the modern browsers. They used to be more lightweight. Now they're just bloated, fat, wallowing hogs sitting in their own excrement and farting at you. Yay, I'm sure glad I've got these wonderful browsers. They're using up 2, 4, 6 gigabytes of RAM for a grand total of like 6 or 7 tabs. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad about that. Anyway, though, let's see. Try and remember. It's like at the 6-minute mark is when I've got to start doing some other things. Try and remember some stuff that I was even talking about. And I'm having difficulties. Well, I guess we're hosed, aren't we? Or aren't we all? But there's this thing working away, and it's doing quite well. But yeah, I was talking about it. I was sleeping all the time. And then last night, I went to bed because I kept falling asleep in my chair in here. Finally, I woke up at just about 1 o'clock in the morning from when coming up here at about 10 o'clock. So I slept in my chair for a couple hours, dead tired. And then went to bed right around midnight. 1 o'clock, I can't remember which. But the fact is, I went to bed 1 o'clock a.m. 2 o'clock, I went, puh, and I was awake. I wasn't even hurting. Just all of a sudden, bam, and I was awake. After about an hour's worth of sleep. So I clock watched all night until 5 o'clock in the morning when I got up to take a shower. I meant to take a shower last night, but of course, fell asleep up here, so couldn't take a shower. Unless I just took my shower at 1 o'clock, at which point it would have been around 2:30 when I finished. Then I would have had to let my hair dry, so it would have been around 3 o'clock, at which point, why even go to bed? So I just went to bed and immediately just popped awake an hour later. So that's the way I've been sleeping. I don't have enough cannabis for effective pain control. I don't have enough cannabis for effective anything. I've got like micro nuggets that I can smoke every once in a while. Because, tying back to, I don't have any money. They buy pot all the time. They buy oil all the time. I don't have any money. Thumbs up. Well, because of my bloody software thing locking up and just being destroyed and so pissing me off entirely, I have opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab in my creator studio. I'm going to thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment, because I like to thank people. I do all this stuff for you guys. Yes, I'm hurting for money and I need as much help as I can get, but I made my channel to save my life after my wife died. So thank you all for watching, enjoying, and commenting. Now, I'm not reading the comments yet. After the video, I'm going to go through, read the comments, thumbs up as many as I can, answer as many as I can. But right now, I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. So whether it was a good comment, bad comment, or a different comment, the fact is you left me a comment. Thank you so very much. If I mispronounce your name, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We are terrible at names. But I am slightly better than most. Still, any mispronunciations, no disrespect is intended. Now, I know I lose track, even counting an ASL next to my face right here. So let's hope that I can get close. So we have Tony Walker, thank you very much, and Aiden Austin, greatly appreciated. XO Panchataxo, I sure hope I'm close. Thank you very much. Lunar Solstice, greatly appreciated. Mateus Balcher, good to see you in the comments. Thank you very much. Nightmare HD, thank you, greatly appreciated. Seper R, S-E-P-E-H-R, thank you very, very much. And Duke Duke, oh, that's like the sound effect of Drinky Crow. Is that where you got that? Because he would have the liquor bottle in his beak with his head back going Duke, 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 and drinking alcohol quite quickly. And then Yuval Grossman, thank you very much. Lava Lord 363 AQW, thank you very much. Aisu, A-I-S-E-U, thank you very much. Sesh Kage, thank you very much, greatly appreciated. Danny Man 911, how about that? And Crazy Skittles, thank you very, very much, greatly appreciated. And then David Ark Lane, I sure hope I'm close, thank you very much. Teresa Eiler, thank you, greatly appreciated. Imprint Afta, huh, sounds good. Hope I pronounced it correctly. Thank you very, very much. Stephen Fettig, greatly appreciated. Sverk Grundle? I sure hope I'm close. I bet I'm not, but I hope I'm close. And then there is Rainbow Judge. Thank you very, very much. A Row of Lights? That's a nice name. Thank you very much. Anthony Ornelas. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. Always good to see you in the comments. Little Quarter Pounders? Heck of a name. Thank you very much. Nerdgasm CSGO. Heck of a name. And then last but not least, L. Johnson 9988. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. It is not a good mental landscape behind my eyes, between my ears. So thank you very, very much. I can only hope that I'm about right on the time, because I think it's close to 11 minutes is when I have to cut this one to make it on time. So if you could check out my links down below, that would be greatly appreciated. I got like Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, that would be incredibly awesome. I really, 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 really am this close to being homeless, and looking at my financial situation for next month, I need desperate help. Help desperately, however that works out. If you could donate, that would be greatly appreciated. But if you do not donate, or you cannot donate, I take all good wishes, I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very, very much. If you could toss me a like, that would be cool. I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be cool. I talk with my hands. I must be Italian. Even though my grandparents immigrated to the United States through Canada from Scotland. Grandparents on my mother's side, her mother, her father. I don't know about my father's side. My mother separated from my... I'm drifting more into an Irish accent now. Me mother... I can't remember what I was going to say. Or where I am. But if you... Well, I got lost entirely, so... If you could subscribe to the channel, that would be cool. But if you don't want to, I do understand. My personality has rubbed people wrong my entire life. But if you are down with subscribing, then son of a gun, I'll do my best to keep you entertained from now until, well, hopefully the literal end of time, when all the time in the universe has been used up and everything grinds to a slow halt. then we'll think about dissolving the subscriber list. So thumbs up on that. That was pretty intense there, wasn't it? Well, I've got like 45 seconds left on this, and then who knows, hopefully it'll be close to 20 minutes in total. Like I said, I'm pissed off by the fact that for whatever reason my webcam software on a fresh install will still lock up and give me lag spikes and just act awful. I don't know what or why. Do I need new hardware? I don't know. I don't know if the heat damaged it. But you have a good day today. I will see you on the flip side. Is there anything more? I can't even remember even what I usually say. I got a reaction video coming up. I got a game video coming up. So you take care. I will see you on the flip side. And that, my friend, is a very good thing. So keep smiling. Watch out for that bus.